Welcome. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you that are watching us today. I want to say happy Sunday. This is Table Talk with Rita Felehara, CEO and founder of Daughters of Sierra Leone. Today, we're going to be talking about something very important. Like you always know, we always talk about something very important. So, today, we're going to be talking about raising excellent kids despite divorce. So if you hear, please send your comments. You're watching from PROIB blog and you're watching from Bantu blog and from Daughters of Sierra Leone platform and for my personal platform, Rita Fele Hara Official. So please feel free to join us, send your conversation, send your comments. Today here with me, I have with me on the studio um, Miss Martha that is joining us all the way from UK. I would love for Miss Martha to please introduce herself. Martha?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. My name is Martha Kelly, the CEO and founder of our Children Foundation, as we all can call her, we begin a foundation based in the
Great.
UK and Africa, Sierra Leone.
Right. Thank you, Miss Martha. Thank you for being here with us. Happy Sunday. And we're just going to go right in, Martha. Today, our conversation, we're talking about raising kids, excellent kids, despite divorce. So, okay, I have Piero. Ivy, can you please introduce
Yes,
yourself?
Welcome.
yeah. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Madam Rita. Greetings, Mata, and greetings to all the viewers. It's my PLIB blog.
Thank you, Ivy. Thank you for being here with us. Happy Sunday. If you're just tuning in, watching us, you're watching Table Talk with Rita Felehara, CEO and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. So please welcome. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. So today we're going to be talking about raising excellent kids despite divorce. So send your comments. We are here to have this conversation. So be part of this conversation. Send your comments through PRIB blog and from Bantu blog, Daughters of Sierra Leone, and for my personal platform, Rita Fele Ara Official. And if you're watching, you can check us on our YouTube page as well, and you can watch so many videos that we have there. So I'm gonna go on right on Martha K that is joining us from UK. Martha, so what is your understanding about raising excellent kids despite divorce?
Thank you very much for this question because this is situation that we have in our community that is going on, right?
Yes.
A lot of times we have divorcee two couples, two parents that cannot able to work things out together. They get divorced, and because of their separate ways, the children started going astray. So in that case, I think I will let all the parents, the two parties, the mother and the father, have to know that the kids come first. In every society, the kids come first. We have to take care of the kids. They are our priorities. If marriage doesn't work, the kids must work. So they should always try to at least have a mutual understanding and work together for the betterment of the kids. I think, to my own idea, that is what's supposed to happen. Make sure that the kids are okay. Separation does matters, but the kids are your priorities. You have to take care of the kids. Look after them. Forget about the divorce. Forget about your partner. It doesn't mean that because of your relationship does not work, so therefore the kids should suffer. They should suffer the penalty of the divorce. So
Thank you, Miss Martha. So,
yeah.
like we all have heard, Miss Martha, she just talked about kids when parents go through divorce. They decided this they want to do. They can work with their differences. So, who suffer the most is the kids. So, I will come back before I give my own final thoughts to all those questions. I will go to PROIB blog, Mr. Ivy. Do you have any contribution to add to what our sister Martha just talked about?
Well, I think to all the viewers, basically, I don't want to bring them down because we get a couple of people already follow it. Like the topic I know say it is about we married not right. What's in the family, the both parents, both the man and the woman for you the viewers where they watch because we want to let everybody out of this discussion. What's in the man are the role in for play and what's in the woman role for play. For me as a man, I think like what's in Sister Martha in the situation and when I put all on our grievance aside, no matter what's in the situation we happen between and I get put the picking them first because them the time when I've been there together, when I've been get so much happiness, like now when I've been called for them, and when I've been asked for them, God give una. So no matter what kind of situation we can happen along the line between I think the picking them for being number one, just like how my sister say, when I put them number one, and if he the picking and all reach to that level, wait for like a day to the daddy, if the picking and get for day with me, you the daddy, you get for play, you pack just like the time when I've been there into good times when I not start up and the married or relationship when I'm there, you get for take you full responsibility and you don't want me self, you get for play your role as a mama able go up that picking the well one way it will become somebody in a society and we not will become something where people and where you self not will be proud of, understand? Because nowadays we see couple of people and like the moment love done, everything is done. Like the one for know about the picking away don't come. So even a man, sometimes the man can just abandon because he don't hate the woman, he hates the picking them
Yeah.
as well. Which understand, which correct, and that's an injustice to the picking because them picking and they not get anything for do to them matter. And the time they won't have been asked God for like if you them picking and they've been there into good terms and God give una. So no matter what the difference is we get, I think for put on aside and go up the picking them for let them become somebody in society and that's not for stop everybody from move on within life. Everybody can move on within life. You the man one why you can able go take the picking from the woman and counter if you don't move on with your life, counter now you also if you a weekend you can spend them the same if you not to the man the picking and if maybe sometimes a boy picking you don't restart in level them, you go still like go there with daddy. If once in a while you the woman can cover the weekend can pick and so can go spend this now understanding how it depends on sometimes how una take scatter, but no matter how una scatter the picking and interest always get for being number one, like how sister just say. But for now, I just want for pause. I have first.
All right, thank you, Ivy. Thank you, thank you. If you're just joining us, this is Table Talk with Rita Felehara. If you're joining us today, if you have any question that you want to ask our guest, you can feel free to send your message for wherever you're watching. I just want to welcome you guys and thank you guys for being here with us today, Sunday. Like we don't hear we brother IB don't give your own part, and you absolutely right, my brother Matt herself don't give your own point of view why he feels say them picking us so they don't know nothing, not to them for suffer. And now they see that a lot now is becoming a trend that whereby
So,
people felt like, okay, I want to get divorced. And this innocent kids, despite, yeah, you're raising these kids, we have excellent kids, they come out. But guess what? These kids, 90% they are bitter kids. Because one, they think about something else. They're thinking about, oh, my mom and my dad are not together, so I don't want to get married. My dad is saying these things about my mom. My mom is saying these things about my dad. So, Martha, I will hand it over on to you. So, what do we have to say about that? Dad is saying one thing, mom is saying one thing, and then we have this. I should not say monster because we should not have monster as a kid, but whereby a situation, if this child did something and I want to discipline this child, and then this child just tell me, you know what, my dad cannot believe you or my mom cannot believe you because you're short a liar. So these are things that we are putting into kids. This is our future leaders. Because of divorce, once we've called ourselves, we said I love you no matter what, it doesn't work out. People are different, compatibility. We cannot be compatible. Probably we felt like, okay, we fall in love, we fall out of love, it's okay. Instead of someone
Yeah.
to kill each other, you can go your separate ways. But how can you go your separate ways? You can learn to respect one another, not bashing one another, coming to social media, bullying the other person, saying bad things about this person. But when you say these things, think about it, it's your child's mother, it's your child's father. So I'm gonna leave it on to Martha, and then I will come back and talk about it some more. Martha?
Yeah. Once again, I say thank you very much because this is a very important topic. As I said before, it on the happen in our community. We dey see a lot of kids the way we don't dey among because of them daddy they not dey with their mommy they again the hatred we the kids then can get among themselves. It can just too much, For example, I know somebody will get in three picking them, but the daddy not there around, and the picking them used for see then two people are fighting, mama and dad, papa they fight always. So the beginning get that kind of hatred for man, They don't want to see man at all. They don't even want to forget anything for the weak man. So if you as a parent, you put up those practices in front of your picking, it will affect them somehow. So you're not going to able to build an excellent child under that kind of situation,
Right.
You're not going to cause in front of your picking, you just say all kind of bad word. I plead to demand them on this broadcast, please, when I take them easy and just walk away. Woman, then we strengthen and we mount a day. But in front of them picking and day, when they put up them bad attitude, the name mama and papa, they cause and I forget see the picking and day and in the year, then we have Creole or broken English, there will be the talk in the year, everything. And make them not feel say it's normal. Because when picking they grow up, it did that kind of situation they where if you say this is normal for let daddy go sleep out and come back, that some of them thing and they make picking get distracted, Feel say this normal for let papa come out, it come 1-2 o'clock morning. I feel say as a father, an obligation you owe to you picking for read bed night story for at least where he sleep and when we wake in the morning, you're the first person where he for sleep and kiss him and tell him say you love him. Then a way you will build a very good child with some dignity and respect. The home where the child come out, waiting is see in parent then they do. I believe say that footstep there it go follow. Like you parent them for be you role model. Lots of other person you for go look at.
True. Yeah.
So I feel say we people and for really try to see our best and for work things out for the sake of the kids, which is very important for the sake of the kids. Not for any one of them, but for the sake of the kids.
Right. Right. Martha, you don't say your own part. And Ivy, I don't know if you have get something for add to waiting we sister don't talk.
Yeah, basically, like we matter say like when a relationship not work, that no means they wanna for become an enemy and whatever. No matter what kind of situation, I wanna dispatch. Even sometimes like I like it, can be tuna say it can sound funny. Most of the time, working see on social media where people when I don't see fine one, the time waiting sweet. These are they give him a time. Most of the relationship they're not fine for put them on media because now the disadvantage part of from that day because anytime when I get issue, the other people are gonna know so when I don't get issue. But if you keep your relationship, you not allow social media for control your relationship. I mean, anytime we get issue with your relationship, now yeah, your relationship and the one that way they close to when I go know so I don't get issue. After that, nobody not gonna know. But most of the time now, people as you don't fall into a relationship, bam, everybody don't know that the media. So when they get issue again, you want to come proof point. I think that proof point thinking cause them probably also they discuss because if you don't the same way thing good, you don't can't do in at the media for show the public like everything is okay. So when thing go on, they want to come proof points back to the people and say maybe it's something I ain't right or something happen. So at the end of the day, the back and front can they go on and sometimes waiting some man they take other man not can take them and most of the time some man want to behave like woman and sometimes woman go na media go just write some 1 or 2 things in the island go feel say oh this woman they na me the pull in happen and not go watch her and look at her and say no me na man like just avoid this woman like just continue with in the pan instead they go later they go forget respond forget say they get picking or they be done day before and anything we do na the media na like a hard drive it is saved anything it is saved no matter how long it takes sometimes you can't do in fact some people can do live self the moment you live you don't delete and say so, some live then that you don't so somebody they record you where you go don't delete if you say you don't delete and don't people and don't keep them for you and then they then picking and go up no matter and get posted and anything and they it then show them it affect them greatly it affect them mental health other thing stigma all anything and this. So I think correct when work out this will like you always say not to do or die always something not work let everybody move on and when I get mutual respect for each other understand once in a while maybe sometime if you the man you get something for do if you say you need that woman assistance, you can call am over. That don't mean say still relationship for work between una. That I think na so mature people and for operate. Not so that kind of way the way I see certain people and can them misbehave on social media.
Wow. But thank you, Ivy. I see we brother Mr. Francis joining us here. Mr. Francis, if you're there, can you please introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Francis Sangari. So, I really appreciate for joining today. So,
Thank you, Mr. Francis. Thank you for being here with us today. We want to welcome you guys. Send all your comments. We are here to talk. So if you don't send your comments, we can talk about it. So if you want to send your comments, you know where you're watching from. If you're watching from PROIB blog, you can send it from there as well. So today we don't hear you with them. We sister don't talk Margaret. It itself don't say your part, and IB self don't say your part, Martha. And then Mr. Francis said there. So Mr. Francis, you just can let you self rub mouth on the topic where we dey talk about today. We dey talk about raising excellent kids despite the divorce. You know, no matter what, you go raise good pikin. Alek una no dey again, una dey again no. But we want for know you part for that day.
yeah. So, a very brilliant idea. This week, we can come, and for acknowledge them 100%.
Thank you.
In that case, you know, it did different ways. You understand? The parents them for expect themselves in the first place. What you don't do with speaking, if you know what they talk, if you know the kind of word they use.
Exactly.
Yes, but some people parents and they don't know actually what them for use, kind of word them for use against themselves, what they do with them picking them. They don't know exactly what them for do. What the actual what them for do, what them for how you know for behave, how you know for behave. They look at all and thing and they. So, but some picking and they wait and they now us and they picture everything. And they picture everything that they do. And a two now then go learn from bad or good. Not the parent to them. And make you guys speaking always know how they behave. The word they already put in your mouth. You for very be careful as a parent. Then I see my sister me talk about we talk something similar like that. Like some parents them for training and picking them. If for know what they do, how them for behave, then thing and they. As for me, now God can cause anything and they. Because we see they don't divorce, then they make the beginning and they hate themselves. Because mostly now the woman making see the woman and more making hear can get the issue the day. Because the woman then they make the pikin hate them papa. Because they take and say they go be tell the pikin say how the papa don't care about you. And pikin what you tell her, they grow up with her. So you see, likewise the man and back then can abandon the pikin them. We be say enough for abandon the pikin. So he abandon the pikin. When the parents, the mama they tell the pikin say, hey, the papa don't care about you, you know, I don't do for you everything. The pikin they get an ace. It make it go for 8 in daddy. So we as a parents them we get for very be careful and know how to do things. We especially we they close to the pikin. We do the pikin house. Mind the words. If you know how they behave, on two that pikin go learn. Bad or good. Well nowadays now like just like what they say, people like quick they don't go social media for good talk, for good use word, for good talk all kind what is it, which is not nice. You see, as a parent, keep thing and I host, not take them out of the environment, not take them out there. Keep thing I host. When you say one thing and the person do you bad, the man do you bad or the woman do you bad. I think that host. No go social media begin go blast, begin go. These are all kids way. That's what them picking and they behave. Now picking way and nanny. As a mature person, not for behave so. So you see, so we go for respect we self first, then respect the picking them too. Because by doing that, you know they respect the pikin itself. Because the pikin self, we see him, he needing respect. He needing respect. But if you're not parent, you know they respect the pikin, instead of we respect you. Because three words they talk, You go begin look at it, why daddy for the beef soup? Why mommy for the beef soup? So we need for adjusting thing and day. We're gonna two the pikin in the land, bad or good. So that's no more. I don't want to stop first. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Francis. Thank you so much for your contribution. Like to me, let me just add a little bit. You talk about mostly the women. I definitely disagree as well because
Mhm.
a lot of times they see we brothers them when something happen they don't begin call you I like you man bastard pikin look at mama not and
Mhm.
I believe say sometimes the women that they get out of frustrations and marriage not so easy thing, marriage not so
Mm.
easy thing, period. And just think about it this way, say somebody that you didn't know how this person in mama raised and then you're going to be living with this person for the rest of your life, and you take those vows, then down the line you find out say this is not so person, this is not who I want to be with, right? And then
Mhm.
they ask yourself this question, do I want to be with this person? This not so the person when I fall in love with, and all these questions, right?
Mhm.
And then you find out that this person has changed, and likewise with us women too, we feel pieces until we mind they don't change.
Mhm.
For me personally, I like for use my own personal experience in marriage. And
Mhm.
marriage, I tell people, it's a school that nobody graduates from,
Mhm.
so many times I tell my husband, I don't want married anymore. I don't want to get married anymore. I feel bored. I feel like, oh, I'm tired. He feels the same way too. Mr. Cole, welcome. Mr. Cole.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry for joining in late. I'm sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. We are happy to have you here. We know your schedule has been busy. So I will allow you to introduce yourself, and then you can go ahead and talk about the topic a little bit, and then we can all just come back and talk.
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity for me to be as a guest in this your wonderful platform. I really appreciate it, and it's an honor for me to be here. And my own name, I'm Mr. Sean Cole. I'm resident in London, so from Sierra Leone. I'm a blogger as well. Yeah. So this is a wonderful topic we got today at the table we can discuss about because believe say this is a high
Mr.
time
Cole, not to get you clear, Mr. Cole.
okay is it okay, are you getting me loud and clear?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that's okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna ace my voice up more properly, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
like what would they say? This is a wonderful discussions. You understand what they can try for discuss about. I know, I mean, because it's really alarming. Yeah, I believe say this is high time. We have to come out with this kind of conversations, them discussion, them from all can put on a table. The topic like the why is really really important to we own community as a whole, more like we the Sierra Leonean community in the diaspora, you know what I mean? Because this kind of issue, you understand, it's like in Sierra Leone, it's not it's affecting there, you know, but it's not like effects what this kind of issue got where they affect we the Sierra Leonean community then at the diaspora. So we believe say this is
Yeah.
a very, very important topic.
Mm.
True. True,
Mm.
Mr. Cole. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Welcome, Mr.
That
Cole.
we all don't hear what team brother don't say, and for in so well, I don't want to be just one put them out there say in the Sierra Leone community, because other people then they go through them kind of challenges there, and I can use myself as an example. Every before every minute, because of I feel saying a trend. Every few minutes, I don't want to get married anymore. I am tired, and he is tired as well. I have bad habits. He does has his own too, and I'll just come up. I want to divorce, and then my husband will just look at me and say, you know what? I don't want to get divorced. Rita, if you want to get divorced, it's okay. But for my kids, like, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Then we find a common ground and we talk about it. We see how can we be better parents, or how can we do? Then down the line, so many divorces that I've seen where don't happen. Some not of us say they want divorce, but because of like now make sometimes in a relationship, it good let people give themselves space. You know, I find that out. When una give una self space, una they find out say una they miss each other, una they love each other more. But all the time we just they like choke each other. Abdullah get phone call, or you want to know who that call him. Mrs. get me your phone, no, we want to know. So a lot of things then the divorce and where they happen now with community, it they happen now just small thing. Where if we can get more patience, then we grow this bitterness, like we brother Francis talk about the bitterness. Then now we felt like we want to lash on the woman, we want to lash on the man, we want to say things that we're not supposed to say. So I will add it on to Mother. Mother, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, so we can just have the conversation and let's just keep the ball rolling.
Exactly. I want to add up to waiting we would have been trying to talk about just now. Waiting you self try to talk about, say in a relationship. I mean, good times there, you get bad times, you know. When I go down there together, but then are the expectation in marriage, especially married, yeah. Then are the expectation. Now that make them say for better or for worse. So you'd expect say bad times will come where you and you woman not go there in the good times all the time. And as you say, we all come from a different background. So we always get for try 50-50. You get for try to understand the woman, and the woman say try to understand the man to make them work out things. Because no matter what, if you go say because this person not to the kind of person who be married or no suit me comfort, you go divorce. They not get married until you're 45 or 50. You know, until you really see whether you are married. To become married and for better or for worse, a lifetime business. Now, you know, that make Catholic they're not divorce so easily. A patient get them. And because when I don't get picking them among, you know, they talk about married and divorce. But you get people them, you get so many people that we get picking them, we're not married with man them. And then man they had to walk out of them, the woman they had left there with them picking them. No matter how my brothers say the woman and they make the picking them hates the man them. I mean, I feel say the picking them then at the house, then at this home with them parent them. Every day you see your papa they insult you mama, or your mama they insult you papa one way or the other. But you see your papa they go on net, it kind of morning. You see your papa so disrespectful to your mama. I don't feel say you need for tell your papa for hit your mama. I don't feel say you need for tell your mama for hit your papa. Because you see everything that happens, so you know exactly everything they go on, and then picking the hand and then continue, they're very smart these days. So the thing when we go say if people don't get for try, we don't married for make the relationship work. If it happens say in a work again, make them try for bring them picking the outcome up in a better way. Because them picking not to them bring una together, not to them go separate una. Not picking them, then God create them and give una. So it's just good for making pay attention to the picking them and forget about this side, say relationship no work. I get for tell me picking say in papa now this kind of bad man. You know, I don't feel say woman can do that more. But again, majority carry the votes. I feel say if any other woman they do that, then they're not to plenty woman them. They're not cool. So
Okay.
I waiting the picking and don't see them that didn't they do can make them come up with them kind of hatred in the. And they happen with community, they happen with society, then they plenty.
True. Like we brother Francis, he talk about say, the woman they more than can they try for tell the papa say, in the papa na lucky man, the papa na this. But mostly we they see that they happen more to man them. The man them more they pick into stuff. Sometimes if the person woman don't do one mistake, oh this not lucky woman about start picking, we don't hear them what then they we hear so many things them. So out of when the woman they can come out, the women the way they do that, I believe say maybe 20%. I don't see much women that they come out in that rage day. Now the diaspora, yeah, mostly now the man them me they see they do that. When it comes to calling names, when it comes to talking about the mama to picking them, I know they say the woman and they do that, but the percentage is very low. And most women the way they do that safe, if you see them go, if woman don't keep belly to 9 months, they don't bond that picking day and everything. if those say, let's say una begin put now, say una don't get new man, una begin flaunt time, una they talk say the other one una be there with na basta picking, mama no born and fine and all them stuff then they una self put una self say if una been get sister, would you want that for your sister?
Mhm.
If you get cousin, you go want make other man treat your sister that way. So sometimes when things that they happen in a relationship, man or woman or think about it this way, say una they hurt them picking so emotionally, and then picking so that thing then when they go through, they care and go to school. If you can see some people they're not able to express themselves, often they long the month, which we can say you couldn't you months, often the month long. Often this speaking get attitude because of now things that where the parents and they go through where they don't affect them picky but then they understand. Then feel say no more, okay, we don't separate. So I don't want to with your mama again. Myself, I don't want to with your papa again. That's it. But then they know the emotional trauma where they cause them picking there. So to me, I can let other person instead low self of more inside this talk, low get the conversation, and low will see how we can find a solution. Because me remember say when we they grow up, me granny, if you hear me grandpa then make palava, we can say, oh mommy, yeah, why you want for day with me? Pa come for you, right? He go tell you say, Usa I want go with you, Usa I want go to now all grandpikin and they grand, you understand? So I didn't want to like, okay, why you get for make those sacrifices? And also we all can get called to that's what parents can say, are they no more now for the picking them? You understand? Then till we don't big now, you they still they wonder why they make those sacrifices. It's not because of we grandpa them have been good people. Them no, my grandfather was the worst, like in terms of romance, in terms of anything, very bad, mean, very mean. So, but I see me grandma go through and dealing with me grandpa in BS, right? But why did she do that? Because she's a smart woman. Because look at it now. So many times I go through struggle. I look at me mama, me late mama, we don't die. I said, you know what? She didn't go through this. That work keeps me going, right? Even as much as, and now me first they say, I know I'm married again. My man's like, I better go, Rita. And he said, me, I don't know how they go with this thing, but me, I don't want divorce. You understand? So if I don't get patient person, I go say, more scatter the paper, no, so long go calabash, all thing don't go, whoa. You see? So I left on to other panelists, they loan ourselves up more inside there. That call yourself there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I've been doing what rest to Mr. Francis say. Most of the NCR they happen, like what you say, the mommy can tell wasn't not where they happen. But basically most of the tactic happen down here, also with there so I don't know that's for. But most of the case we get one side and call family support or so. Most of the time now then can handle that situation. It can happen based on how the man and the woman take scatter. Some man way is scatter with woman, you need to taking responsibility. Understand? And when you not taking responsibility, the woman they grow up without grudges, how they picking the car up, that's why they indoctrinate her with what's in how una be done pass, how you take left farm, how you treat them, and the picking they grow up with that kind heart for you say, oh, me daddy na so they treat me, mama. And the picking will only ask to what in mama tell them based on how you the daddy they operate. No matter what
the beginning of the house, they see what they happen. How time mama get for tell them?
Me they try for talk now. We una don't divorce. We una don't scatter. Understand? Okay. You know, say we una don't scatter on now. Not to we una deal. We una don't scatter.
Okay.
So them message and go only all water. If you the daddy, who say the mommy don't put you to the picking, you fit inside the house. If the mommy don't tell you picking say you daddy from where it's small, you no one for no, you don't go put some for other woman business, you didn't see it, you don't go get other woman no one for no. But the picking still they see you, they come around, or if you know they're in the country, they're out of the country, you see they take care of them in terms of feeding, education. Trust me, no matter what team mama go tell them, but you not go believe. So most of the time the man then can contribute for let the picking and believe what in mama the story what the mama tell them about them picking because when they big and the daddy they behave to them. So I let the mommy not tell themselves as when they mature then said can don't know say yes. What me mama been tell me now too because I don't see how me daddy they behave. And most of the time the man can behave that way. Understand? And no man themselves can use their emotion, how they take scatter here the man. It's where me say the best vent out this year. Now for explaining it. Most of the time some of we don't they happen, hold on mature so you go pen your mic, you see in our age, they want the mommy then good in that. Then good in that, definitely. then good in that. Most of the time, if you can't pronounce the man not scatter good at all, it takes time to explain you from where he born you the car upset to that level, how the mama, the part hit you, understand? So if you the picky, you're not able to use you, brain well, it make you, yes, it make he hate you, daddy. He hates you, daddy. It hate him. So.
Let Mr. Cole himself rub more small because he just joined. We all long with you back. We don't talk. So Mr. Cole, I can hand over to you.
Exactly.
Mr. Cole, let your voice small.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, give me this wonderful opportunity again once more. First of all, I got 2 areas where I can tackle. First of all, I go tackle me honorable gentleman will be the talk of where where the woman and the man don't divorce. Where sometimes more like in the diaspora, we can see some discrepancy where they go on. Yeah, but before at church and I go come first back I can define married union. You understand? First of all, like you the host, they mention one thing, say divorce. Nothing will be for say it can affect the picking them. You understand? I agree with you in that point. I agree with you on the sense. Relationship and married. It's a union, definitely, and it's a union, but it's forever anyway. Now so them say, and now so it for be. But we'll see these days in this 21st century. You understand? In a relationship, I can always try for talk and say, relationship. We demand we get very very important role for play in a relationship for make the relationship work and for make the relationship stable and make it stand. But I always talk and say, the woman and back they get a major role for play from in a relationship for make that relationship they stable and for make that relationship they last. You understand? These responsibilities in the relationships, you understand? Like for you, the woman, you get a role where before say you got for play that role there. Definitely, if you want the 16 and the last scene for this relationship. Because example, would they overseas here? Yeah, because we don't see lots of experience, we got lots of expensive marriages and that and this, you understand? We go see some marriages where before say the man he go to do everything well, the man they go work, they come, they
okay, we lost him. He will come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me about to guess. So we'll see I be talk and all, and wait till my sister talk. Basically, especially na Freetown, na Okonski Salon, anything they common. It's very common. But because we get some people where they married, where they live with a relationship.
Mr. Francis, sorry, what's in common? Sir. What's in common?
What's in common? This
for divorce.
This conversation with the person. So it common of Freetown for let happen.
Okay. No, I just want for let you say I'm in your own like what's in
okay.
Gotcha.
It's very common for let we see an Freetown because 85% of the men in Freetown they don't care about them picking them. 85% don't care about them picking them. Pass Usa get for end up. Pass the woman take them. Usa be child I didn't call this safe.
Family support
unit. Pass them end up the before they begin take. I get a conversation with one of my friend. They tell me about why in Padiwe. He be say they give for let take out the picking every they pay good money at all. Now 300,000 they give every month. Maybe take a woman inside the woman you do everything for the picking. Will you imagine 300,000? What they go do for a picking?
Man for like that is a problem.
Yeah, for like that is a problem. So it come on a salon. With the tackle, this is not sensitization no more for let people able. Understand? Let we learn more. And my sister, what my sister bring cancel? It go help all man, everybody. It go help because we every na continuity process. Married business not too easy. A continuity process. You get for beer. One person must beer. One person get for beer. That is normal. If you one person no beer, no problem. One person must beer. It must beer.
A lifetime commitment.
Any situation, any kind. But again, my brother made the talk just now, Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole just go fly here. Like,
Mr. Cole?
Mr. Cole is there. Mr. Cole is there.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So Mr. Cole made the try talk until like that.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry about Kotwa just now. Yeah, sorry about the Kotwa.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. We'll come on board by Mr. Cole. So like me in the first place, before this thing continue first, I want to tell my sister for a brilliant idea.
Like what they say.
Mr. Cole? Hello? Are you got me?
Yes.
we get you.
Okay, Mr. Cole. Just give me brief, Mr. Cole. Just brief.
They try to make this. Yeah, they try to make this submission. Honorable. Pardon? I don't hear you. Pardon, what you say?
No, I said I'm gonna give me brief, but if you want to continue, like you space, like you just
Go ahead,
Mister.
Go ahead.
May I continue?
Go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
May I continue?
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Like what me honorable brother be the try for talk say Gigi married now one person the year. Now the thing this have the try for talk even before I cut off Gigi Snow, you know. See, so it's not sure for relationship, but like what me on talk, you know, marriage make it last. I mean, all to the part of patient, and I believe say the person will get the more patient, it's gonna be the woman. You understand? Because we don't see marriages the way before say the man and they do everything they can. You understand? Go work 24 hours, come this and that. You know.
No lost water back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they out so that we they get like the signal.
Okay, yeah.
But let me continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so la just but guess what have try for say this.
Okay.
In the first place, my sister, this trip being cancelled. Really, you need for this thing need for establish. It's not continuity process. You don't get for left this thing, and we ready for the support, and we'll all work together. Because we're not getting things in the, we're not getting people that will bring this kind of idea. We're not getting. Now few people in there, we go think positively. Say we'll bring this thing for supporting people, for helping people. You know, this kind of because married now, the married right now not a better thing. At the time for free. Before the people in the married today, before they remember 1, 2, 3 months, they don't go divorce. It don't make no sense. Why are they married for now?
Right.
Why are they married? Why you not saying already for married? Not married. But some woman go on, Patu don't married. My sister who hold me there, he don't married. In cause he don't married. I'm not getting married. Me what happen?
Sure, Mr. One of the problems now the way they affect most of the
yes, not able patient say don't wait for God in time.
No.
Then able patient.
Now that is the problem because all my one way will close. Not for where
you close the ring.
Matter when they watch me cause I so not of
you for resonate in mind.
Matter this is about marriage.
You for resonate in mind.
You get for ready. You
know easy.
So would I really get for ready?
The woman.
The woman don't make why you say.
Okay, let's you want him back for the marriage business.
No,
you see,
now both ways though. But yeah, what I talked before, but I say me. Most of the time, when me they say I know I'm married again. Now me man, they say this marriage must work. That demon where they don't call from that river, this marriage must work. So if God not give me my way able to understand me, so like I myself me they shake so I say I know I'm married again. Like the marriage don't scatter no so.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So not so you not go just say no more. The woman forget patience. Sometimes man self let una self the exercise patience.
Sure.
But once you don't get that side chick. Oh, now don't see somebody else yonder. The one with now what be show.
When I what it talk to now that they affect me
with
the man.
them campaign this talk today this talk who go talk the talk
Yeah,
today.
So you don't really see the man and get problem. And I make can say that within the beginning they say the moment you have side chick, everything will change.
We on problem number two. Number two. We on problem number two.
Who say you don't come out?
How can I problem number two?
When you cancel no more, you can't tell
Sister
you say. But this class that's what I cook so today. This class so baby. He look at the creature that they inside me. I like her, hey baby, thank you. I appreciate you. I know say you don't work today, but baby, I go give you one glass wine before that. Hey, you not be put stola. Granats not be enough. This one not be there. But that be there. That big bone. That's one they talk. But
okay,
that you
like Rama will get on it. Mata, remember, like
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, last tell you now. Last one now,
because it's ain't called the lady not get time. I can't keep company with we online, right?
Thank you. How many hours?
Last one now, what's the affect?
Past 3 hours.
I want to say something.
Okay,
what's the affect to the man them? We demand them now respect. This respect to no get for woman them. Then the good problem.
Not true, you talk about that. You really
respect for your wife. But some man them when I get what's the girlfriend? I don't want to know. I'm not the man. I can do anything I feel for do, which is wrong. That's for respect. Respect.
Exactly. And the beginning in a house, and they see all of that, and they see Papa they go, and then they come.
So they say normal.
But Saloma, especially
and if you say normal,
you don't respect to man.
Okay, now one talk what you always say. Sometimes when they ask, we say we the women them. Why we not let for deal with Saloma? You just see foreign man, you will keep her matter. It go get girlfriend. The day when your wife go know about that, that's the end of that relationship.
Yeah, that's the end of the relationship. Yeah.
But we all brothers them. Now that tell you the one for it pull the trusses turn her over. Who are you?
No,
Yeah, no, I didn't say on all 80%. I be 80%.
No, true. I accept that. Yes.
80% I be.
No, seriously, Sierra man, and not respect on a woman at all. Not.
The one when just take 20% and the 20%.
The woman are not for talk on her ego go make them pack finally and go out of the house. So because if you say are they with you, other woman they live in the house empty. So you guys are always ready to move out and just jump into another relationship. You forget about the ramification. Another thing, you know, another can just think. One go, another think about the ramification. Another talk about the implications. It's a small matter. I maybe talk about women coming on Facebook or say something that is like some people are mentally tortured at home.
No, understand. That's you matter. They're not mature.
Okay, well, how can we make this 20?
If you don't
only
mature,
20%.
You don't know exactly what you for do. We don't mature. You don't know what you for do. But you mature enough, you don't know exactly what you for do. How for plate, how for do you think? Okay. And that's the problem with some man. You know, they think, say this thing, the repercussion, what do I go look like? You know, go affect me.
Exactly.
Okay, there's how many people that affect?
Yeah.
There's a mentality. When you don't marry, be a man, be a grown up. I'm not your mom, I'm your wife. You get what I mean? So if you not say you not grow up yet, it's not so you're not ready for marriage, it's not married, because in the process you hurt so many people then.
Yeah.
Be a man and get a balls. If one was said be a man and get a balls, the balls then enough the boy not wrong. Why make I say not wrong? Why it's wrong? Because my third person, you know a hot person, then they think of okay, now this thing why they do so who they affect. You just they think of they are selfish. They only think about themselves at that moment. Okay, the part where they piss me off, where I see now the Apple now a lot. Now, okay, if you don't know this woman, you know one side, it's okay. You don't get new side chick, new devil, whatever way you don't get, you know, it's your problem. But if that woman get picking for you, that woman I ain't grab now money, I ain't watch them picking them. We get them papa the way they call trophy daddy. Now when they do the picking today, then go drop them at McDonald's, then take picture, then post them. Then go they post. You know understand? Yeah. Then they come on social media, then begin for make and this woman they work 12-15 hours a day matter. That woman don't come out work, you go make sure say waiting. Then you begin for complain about petty things that will not make no damn sense.
I watch football.
Well, you know they bring the money or the pikin not planting here, but you not pay for the pikin that they go plant the pikin here. Okay, you go sit down, una they drink all kind expensive drink. You don't say this the two side the pikin that they go school, not a good school. Why you not pay for a private school? Why you not sacrifice as a parent say, okay, this me lifestyle where they live, it pass above me means make a focus on me pikin and me future leader than they why so. But una go come on social media, try for make the woman them feel like for say they are nothing, you begin post your new girlfriend. Nobody cares. You know, if you don't get new girlfriend, the woman don't get new boyfriend. Nobody know one for no. Media like IB talk area around media in the routine. 30 years from today, una picking and come and see the things that una they do. What una feel say as a parent, una don't do them thing there. So media no they forget. Then picking can come back to them thing so now make you see a lot of picking that they come up so bitter. Oh,
yeah,
then go begin
exactly. We come back to the same thing where they say earlier on. This speaking they see in mama they cry every day, in mama they in pain, right? If you say it go sweet time, really?
No, sure.
So in mama don't need for tell her anything but in daddy because they see reality.
They see reality.
They see reality. They see the pain where mama they go through every day.
Log him, Mr. Cole sometime.
Mr. Cole, let it talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Talking about the technical failure. What they...
No, it's okay.
Yes. Understandable.
Sometimes we go through that.
So I was trying to make a valid discrimination. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I believe they. So as we be the talk, like what me brother be the talk. Well, first you see relationship again when it comes to the man, it comes to maturity. You understand? But I go church on the other. Before I church on the other, man church on Usai, we dey try for talk say when they up happen, how the kids then go feel and how some father them then can behave when break up happen between the picking and what the picking and kid in the middle. You understand? On this side is a very sensitive side. This you understand? You see, break up first of all. Break up is very hard. Picking and one break up. You understand? When any situation, relationship break up, picking them and therefore they middle picking and they hot because there is no picking up. But when I break up, they don't come. Inside that break up day, you get lots of edges them back inside that break up day. You understand? This edges them back, it make the situation like petrol per fire. Because we got different types them, you understand? First of all, we get some woman then, where before say, London in overseas here, sometimes the relationship can break up the beginning and can end up there to the papa. Or sometimes the beginning back and can end up there to the mommy. You understand? Or sometimes they can make a way for now if now social services are going to go see the picking, you understand? But we get some lots of situation the way before say sometimes when break happen, the picking them they are used as the bargain chip. You understand? The picking and then they in at the middle. You understand? Because sometimes the mommy back gonna use the picking them against the papa. Then sometimes back the papa back they use the picking them against the mama. So the picking them are always there for find themselves in the middle, which is very bad and pain for them picking because some mama them back way before say when break up happen, one, no go allow you for see the picking them. Or sometimes, even if you do everything, you give you contribution towards the picking them, or sometimes back who can mama them, when before say that they brainwash the picking them. For say, hey, no, you dad say it, you did say it, you daddy not serious. You know, that man cannot be one time, that man cannot be left farm.
Yeah, you demand them.
Then this, which of
Well,
course,
say,
that's
the
the
reality.
case. It's not the case. This scenarios, yeah, now two way. It am them. Yeah, I don't see example. I'm experience. I don't see back where the picking them kinde under the man in own care. the man in the brainwash the picking them. Now make her be left you, mama. This and that. You mama not be serious. This and that. So it happen both sides. Not so for no more. Now the man and it's very which is the worst. You know the picking and then he always find himself trapped in the middle. And at the end of the day, when picking on find himself trapped in this way, like no more the host be the talker. When he gonna school, it is traumatized. It is traumatized, which is bad. Maybe why be the cop. You know what I mean? Who not so papa and the federal way they this and that is. You understand? But if they cop, I mean, mama and papa fed, I go school. I mean, I'm not able to learn. I mean, you know, so
yeah, focus.
This is really alarming. You understand? Then and the other day, we'll come back about maturity in a relationship, which is very, very essential and important.
Relationship.
Maturity, it comes to you, the man. And first of all, when the same maturity not come by age. Maturity not come by age.
That's all.
I don't see
maturity. It comes by your actions and your way of doing things. And then the maturity counts. You can get some people that are more old 50 years of age, 60s, but they be
one better sense to get one better sense.
But the way before say they are 16, 17, 18.
But they're mature.
It's their first relationship. When people say that 18 and 19 years, you know, when people say then go behave some kind of mature way in a relationship. So we have to know that first of all, in maturity, which is very important in a relationship, age not come by that, but age not candy. You know, it's all about me. I can say it's all about wisdom. Yeah, now so me go put. You know, it's all about wisdom. I mean, maturity don't comes by age of say, okay, this man, I go keep, I keep Bobo no mature, I go keep big man, this and that. Yeah. Just because, you know,
big man says now
maturity don't comes by age. You understand? Yeah. So, this we have to get.
Okay. Let me try to
down. Actions you behave in the relationship, you the man, the way you they act to the woman, the way una they show yourself mutual respect between. You understand? But first of all, relationship first of all, one thing. First of all, relationship, una therefore be a partner you and the woman. Like me and the woman, we don't be together for over 25 years now, 26 years in this London. Because first of all, we meet up from where they go college.
Okay,
but
you're not counseling.
There is a bond.
You don't embalm. You don't embalm
the system.
Ivy.
You don't embalm.
They don't do that anyway.
Exactly. Relationship, you have to got a bond. Relationship, you have to be, be a friend. Here the woman. You have to discuss. You have to be open up to yourself. You understand?
Exactly.
Like
communication.
This
communication.
Communication skill, yeah.
Yeah, some of communication skills is very, very essential in a relationship. It's very relationship sometimes it's at the past I go work I work from morning to morning. I work for 9 relation. Then most of the relationship then they want the man can itself and they're not killers. Now they're not killers. You understand? So the communication skill now one una have to be as a friend, una have to be more than, you know what I mean? So I don't get that usage. You understand? When I don't get that bond together. You know, understand? I swear, for even you with the man yourself. So sometimes, yeah, might be fair. So travel, you go Sierra Leone, or you go some side, yeah, you go meet up. If that another woman or when I go talk, you say, oh, this woman, I like Camo, whatever. But the bond and that trust will be done between you, woman. You understand? You know, and that trust, anytime when it and the bond, anytime when it kicking, you the man, you become a brand new thinking and feeling for that woman the way you get. You understand? So it's like when people they talk no more for say relationship is something where before say it's a thing where I go define as relationship like example, I mean personally, because sometimes where people they talk, you have to give some example at least where people then go get it more clearly. You know what I mean? For relationship, any relationship, first of all, what it's not there, or una they use not talk group at this one, like una they use una they cost una self this and that, all them thing and they as per relationship, then thing and it not go last. You understand? You have to be a respect, it has to be a bond, it has to be a unity. You understand? So if them don't see mama and the papa they bond so now, then this and that, see picking and they happy. They happy. Wouldn't gonna say happy.
Yeah.
You understand? So I believe say we the Sierra Leoneans, the right around the world, diaspora and Sierra Leone, we have to try to got a respect for we relationship them, despite we but we have to make it matter of points to make the perfect between the woman and the man. The respect have to be there. There's that mutual respect. Relationship is sometimes all about money, or some man go say, hey, me, I don't care. Me, that woman go sit down, but once I go work, I come. Once I don't face me, which is this and that. That relationship, they don't okay last. You understand? Some people in relationship picking the happy, you know, we want for all on the
we got question for ask you.
We got quick question, right? To me, personally, okay, I feel say a lot of things where they break up we relationship them. I feel say because one, after where the marriage don't come, where the man don't go married, you don't put collar for you and I don't go inside us. I feel say like you talk about friendship and which me self they practice na relationship and I see and say they work for me. And what make I feel say they work for me is I see and say one, we try for take that seriousness. Okay, now married. We try for become friend. We try for they go on dates, right? I notice say a lot of we marriages them, we not get standing. The time where the woman they take for talk to boyfriend and phone, or the man they take for talk to inside chick, if you take that time, they say, okay, baby, let's go take a walk in the park, or let we go spice it up a relationship. Because I feel say a lot of times they waiting can bring come a lot of bad and bitter breakup. I feel like as a woman, I'm boxed up in the house. You don't have time for me. You always busy on work. Even if you do 12 hours, call me and tell me, say, hey, baby, they asked me for last say 12 hours. I'll be like, me now you strength. I support you. Like, you know what? That's good. That money they go help you. You understand? But you not go tell me, you know, they show up. When you not show up now, then if I call you now, I not see you don't care. They ask me like work. Not on money I can't find. You understand? All them kind silly thing and they I feel say they affect. So I feel say if people try for get more out of the go on a date, if you off, maybe say not to pass money. Una go sit down on a beach, no una talk. Tell you man what he attract you to and why you marry them. Why is he that best man for you? Why is he that best woman for you?
Yeah.
With that, if
a lot of ladies they lack of
that first see now it's at the couch.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of communication, the communication skill. A lot of ladies do not get the communication skill. So that can make the house look a bit.
Yeah, and tell you man say, you know what? You're the best thing that happened to me. I'm glad you were married to you. You've been working so hard for me and the kids, all that. They're nice.
They get for go 13, both man and woman get for go 13 hours.
That's what I'm saying. No, but still, that's why I say we create time.
You get
1 hour. When you go create matter, it help out a lot. The 1 hour, because sometimes with the Canadian country, we forget we busy working. What to make with the work now for them PKA with future leaders, right? Mr. Cole, everybody, Mr. Francis, right? PRO. If we don't work all them work here, so then the end of the day, we're not able to eat the fruit of we labor. We are busy fighting each other, whereby we don't take care, we don't go get visa, we don't canaya, we don't come begin work together, we don't go through a lot of struggles where they can see no more few. They say, that beginner can't take on because of, you see what Mr. Cole talk about. Sometimes, men, they could be out there. But when you think about the journey, how far you guys have come from, right? Then you think about it, you say, does it worth it? I've worked 20 years. Damn, it doesn't worth this, right? You walk away, right? When you think about how much your other spouse, how the trust that your other spouse get for you, not worth them. So I feel say, so we they cook too much plus we sit down no more, we eat and we know they go no side. At time me la pan me chest, I don't we know they go no side. Victoria's Secret no day again. Baby, I love you, no day again. When you don't come out work, you see first you don't long. So tell that man, you don't know say they talk to Kadi, you don't kind of house now. You understand? You don't begin to build up something. So all them things are so that it not just happen one day, no more say they want divorce. It don't happen sometimes the woman don't they suspect the man. The man himself, he don't they suspect the woman. So then thing they are so then begin for happen. Like an incident where really touch me lately is these two people that don't divorce, the man don't move on with in life, and the woman self don't move on with in life. I don't see so many stories there. But there was a situation by when this woman talks, say in Peking they misbehave, he say they can call him papa. When he say they call him papa and report and let papa discipline. I notice this Peking talk. This Peking say in papa talk say in mama na lie woman. Any two common I mouth, in they believe. So now if this Peking don't feel this way, say in mama, in papa no believe what in mama they talk, right? So this Peking can do any two want for do because waiting, mama and papa not in good terms, not so. So now this speaking can lost in the system, right? Because one, when you go to papa they tell her one talk about him mama. When you come to him mama himself go tell him a different narrative of him papa. So these are things where I feel say before us as Sierra Leoneans we they go say one for divorce. Look about the good side of that person. Nobody not perfect. Me say if I'm not perfect. Trust me, if me man can be out with me with all me drama. Trust me, I could be so dramatic. I told her, I don't want married. You know, you go say, hey, me, I don't want divorce, Rita. I don't know. I say, well, I don't want you. You go say, well, me, I want you. So what I don't vex. Then I look and they calm down. You understand? So I pray for me sister them out there. Make themselves get that person with patience. I feel say a lot of relationship, they're not gonna say woman, they're not like we, but they not get patience and then get that ego. Then nobody no one say. Then by Ujen, I tell me we say no this because you want show to Sam say you want proof points. You want show to Abdullah say now you not be able to tell you have sorry.
You know the man.
It's okay to say sorry. It's okay when you want you have I am sorry. It's not going to change your name. That makes you a better fool, better man. It makes you a hero. So all this
Rita,
pride,
you make a very good.
A lot of relationships that they matter, we don't scatter. Now waiting spoil and a pride. And with the yearly stories, the way they say, if I be no, I for don't deal with matter today.
Yeah.
If I be no, I for be don't do this way I for do because let me tell you, the woman or the man where they go meet up, you know better person that you deal with too. Now the same efforts, that effort where they go take for build that new relationship, build the old relationship. The only thing we can say, if unless that man they beat you, the boss you see and say this, it better alone just be a parent, una co-parent in peace. It's okay. But if that man they abuse you, say you left your man or you left your woman, say you want to go meet other one. Next let mama see the queen, then they do. So that left alone ourselves.
So I want to attention.
Go ahead.
But somebody we now somebody who not everybody will know about.
Okay.
I don't know if you be aware of Keketomara issue with WEF.
No.
Yeah.
Keketoma, that spokesman.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the follow up and we not get too much understanding over.
Okay.
We have done the we even debate on our of time.
Okay.
What happened? What's that talk?
Whose kind of network issue this today, ba?
Yeah. As we did say, there are some cases where these two couples are married with house property, you understand? Because I will make an example of some family one know where they born one girl Peking and they buy property here in London. The man mental health nurse. So the man get for left the property. You know, see normally because when I get Peking and the Peking is small, then can make you the man if there's any problem with maybe domestic violence or whatever, you can go out of the house, then till it became big or whatever. I don't know if I will sell the property and share the money. So that's why they can always talk about that. It's kind of shameful because at the end of the day, the man go visit in Peking, this woman get for I don't know if the woman I input one in Peking is and make the pikin call police say in papa abuse am.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know how true is that, but I sabi the man personally. So could you imagine and sees the man in license? Now London, yeah, what I tell you, police then try to investigate, but later on they begin forget license and no stay in a light and but do you want me to only want let the man get off the picture? I don't know if because of the property. So there are so many things really happen around we
I like that. I like that matter. I like that what
well.
talk reality talk. I like that.
Yeah, like so many things because if I don't marry when I get property, one person just want some kind tight evidence of just get one person out of the way.
Yeah.
You know? And you forget to then have property, or forget that you go involve that picking for I don't know if I lie find daddy or whatever, but for the mere fact, and at this man, a decent man and somebody I know, but then say wait for person, but that begin for affect them for long time. You see,
wow.
So you still get bad woman them way go make allegation in terms of like where property is. So that make it just good for like relationship work because it's difficult these days for like build a relationship where you don't know side you the for. You don't know what you the for. When you say build a relationship, when I turn a party or when I turn a best friend, when I don't build a house or something, one way or one thing or the other, then maybe a couple of years down the road, I end up hating ourselves. Then bad things can happen. I sabi 2-3 people in America. This man returned back to Sierra Leone with nothing. And this man not married for 22 years.
Wow.
You know? See?
Yeah, then build houses and whatever. The woman take everything. So sometimes it's just kind of crazy.
You see?
Really. Because you know the read the hearts of mankind, then you don't know what you go into.
Okay.
And I make love the opposite word of love and hate. You don't know, anything can happen. So how you build any kind of relationship in the way you even know the future?
Okay, Martha, there's a question I want to ask you, okay?
Yes, please.
Now, let's say reality. This is a reality show. Now, the woman them and the man them, would I get issue? Now they ask
well, in most cases that the woman can get issue. But you know what to make I can call an issue because I can feel say that I'm of revenge. This woman not there at this house, they don't try to make this relationship work. But when the man feels say in just don't tire, I want to walk out of this relationship, it's not to be the kind of woman we want married and personalities they don't match with you. So when the man can get it for life, it can create a problem because the woman still want the man. When woman don't want man, they go after him. But when you want the man back, you can try for getting attention by all possible means. So woman not can forget about it. Instead, we bring drama where they not can even think. That make I say they not can think about the ramification, how we gonna affect the man, how we gonna affect the pikin, how we gonna affect the families them. Because that is why some man not can ever go back. Because when you don't talk to your family member and third party them, how you go shameful go back to your woman because of ego.
Yes.
There are so many things.
I get for you 2 questions.
Yes, my dear.
The second question I get for you. Where they mostly give man them out of the house. The man and the woman them.
Within a situation where if in London, I go answer that question. If in London, because some woman then get house, not to some woman then they ask the man, police they can ask the man out, but because of his behavior, if the woman call police, you understand? Or some woman then they ask the man out. If that's Sierra Leone, the man and they ask the woman out.
Yes. Okay. Why? Okay. Now the woman then mostly they override the man because of that they get the property. You understand?
A difficult situation. I don't go say they override the man them because you know how we feel. You know how it feels like property this you did it anything where you do. I know for talk you go feel say it's just wrong for make a talk because like your house a day. You know how that feels like.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So now a difficult situation because for me, I can prefer I go tap to the man because when man can't tap to you, a very difficult situation where anything where you do, sometimes you go say, okay, make me the wash we close them at night because of the heating for the electricity or whatever, right? Because at night they can say they run that much bill, but during the day they run more bill. So the woman will say, okay, make me wash at night. The man will say, wait, you figure out wash at night because if you say that your house or because I did to you. So now a very difficult situation that.
Yes, sure. You see, that's the other thing where the man lack oversee domestic work. For do domestic work now, Some man no want do
When
am.
they don't want correction, they don't want
woman
correction.
drop,
They
that
don't
woman
see you
drop.
want boss
They
them.
say I say no more now. Woman no more na for wasp man.
For
Woman na
what?
for wasp spot. No, it's wrong. Now that box some food the man na ya.
But techno singer Mumata. He say, "Oh my place, no so kitchen no more na day for day."
Yeah, you the mind for
So
support the
if
woman.
you see say the woman don't cook, you don't wait. Say okay, well, baby, let her go. You want wine? Or like coach I say,
No,
okay,
to me,
you
I
want
just
to
don't.
make
Yeah, to me, I
something.
just don't man no more. I believe the majority of the boy they now. I don't know, but me, I don't. Most of my relationship, they only cook and they do domestic. I just sometimes I just the corrections. Maybe you go and make one or two things, then that make I say difficult. You get some man they really cook, right?
Yeah, like me so I
A
dey cook
lot.
now.
Some
Very well.
man they very very domestic. Then they take care of the house properly, clean them and do everything.
No, for
But
tell you.
I want you. I want
Okay,
for me.
it's I want to answer on something here. One guy the woman couch now. Yeah. The woman and they go work. The woman left an house. Say you got to
Okay.
take care of the house. Me they go work.
Okay.
It's simple understanding, simple logic, common sense. The woman na in they go work. You know they work you in house. For what span then? What 15 the domestic work? That man do one. Say the woman cancel on boy. Me man, that
Ain't
woman
no
they
get
grab
paper
they go
for
work.
work. No
The
get
woman they
paper.
go work. Yes, the woman they
Ain't
go
no
work.
get
How many hours? Then they buy for you, do everything for you. You for what 15 and I work. Now
But
for what
is
span?
Me then think and another
Come
encourage
see the way that
yourself
must
because
be.
anything you do,
no.
now do it yourself. Help yourself for
Yeah.
clean and
Yes,
do it.
the woman they go
Exactly.
try. You know what? I swear to God, man, they left. The woman kick him out. Now the all man go support 100%. Because you need for help the woman too. Woman not to slave.
Yeah,
Okay,
as I
wait,
say,
Woman they go.
that situation, they're living together, now a difficult situation because even
But
with
Martha, the question back what I will ask again. Why? I understand say if you woman they go work, like you want for help out with little chores now home. But why would you want to put like you want put a full grown adult at home and tell the person you can work? If the person counts in paper, you should allow a main self-exploit.
No,
Main self
no. You know me not getting paper it.
Okay, well that's what I want to ask. Get
I know me not
paper.
getting paper it.
Okay,
You know
that's
me
what
not getting paper it. Yes,
because if the person don't get paper, you can't
yes.
just put them like that now who say
Yes.
cook and clean for me. No, it's wrong.
No.
Okay.
In paper,
no,
don't
you're
know
not
that.
getting paper. That's why I say that a difficult situation because that situation, the person not getting paper, it's you maybe that you get for game paper. And I make I say whatever the person saying at the house. I mean,
But
the
enough
other
for
person
me
will take her wrongly.
because
Yeah,
I remember when my husband joined me from Africa, he came and Usabi they live then. He feels say anytime like Namio oath, right? Not to in property, so he never feel comfortable. So we get for move come off from there. I tell and say, okay, you find some side where you feel say we both they go start together. Because a lot of people then they see and say, okay, you know, it had already made, you know, you just want for car. You understand that kind of mentality.
exactly. Yeah.
Feel. So I'm like, okay. So we get to move to another place where we both can build together, right? But was it hard to be making that step? It's very hard, Mr. Cole. Like, you know, you don't sit on, you know, then you have to move to somewhere that maybe me room big day, you understand? Then I have to go to somewhere different, right? But because of the love what I get from me, man, I'll be like, okay, let's go and start up somewhere else. So some people then they can cause a big issue that the relationship say, why I for move? I don't think I am comfortable. Why you want to move me from here to another place, right? But it take me some time, I get adjust to it, right? And so like sometimes in a relationship, you they give up a lot of things. I can't sit down now, tell me, man, say, oh, you get for cook for me, you get for this. But there's a way where you go say, oh, babe, you know, that fufu be great, you can cook. Me, I can let away, you can cook. Me, I like for play around.
Yeah.
I mean, they put on bowl, can't cook for me.
Approach.
Yes.
The manner of
And
approach.
they tell you like, that you super you can cook. Me, I like I want for it, you know, like I go just make a nice way. He go say, hey, what do you want? Put for fish,
everything I respect.
Yes, you got for big.
Yeah, but if love there, and obviously the woman need for ask you say if you go, I mean, serve breakfast in bed and everything.
Matter,
I love everything. I love.
do that. Matter, not all man sabi that name, but some man then are just like man. Then sometimes some of them are like a pikin. You just get for tell them say, oh, if you not tell them, they know they understand. Then go feel say no more. Okay, you know they're not supposed for do certain things them, and for we woman them as well. I know say most of the time now out of hate, like say you don't build with this man here, Martha. And then all of a sudden, this man can see say, you know, to person where you want for day with, the woman don't sacrifice with you. So that him can bring kind of bitterness. You know, then can still say, oh, now all of a sudden, you know, we don't see anything and they boku they happen. Woman can go bring woman can Africa where can say no one time again. It begin for jump. But how can we, because we can't sit on here, keep blaming na woman, na man. It's about us finding solution. How can we make this relationship work? So me, one thing where I feel say how we can make it work, we need to get much time for ourselves as spouse for spend together. I feel say that alone, if we begin take more time and look at the good things, then waiting we man and they do what we like, not just dwell on things that I don't like about this man. I feel say that they can help out a lot. Spend more time together, not just say, okay, the first thing, I don't want divorce. Why do you want a divorce? Now, if you see where you go for divorce, then they try from, especially if picking they're involved, a lot of things involved. Then they do not time for loan, able for
1 year.
This is what you guys want to do. And I've seen so many cases they can go back and say they don't want to get the divorce, right? Then find out say something a petty thing. A lot of relationship then they scatter because of miscommunication. I know they understand you, probably the language barrier. I know they understand. And me, I go through that a lot on my relationship because sometimes my husband can say something, it didn't mean it that way, but how he say it, I pick offense to it because I say, we know they talk so now in country. You get? So, but then as time goes on, I get to understand, say, it didn't mean any harm. It's just a language barrier, or it's just the way he come out, the tonation. So I feel say for me, that's all I have to say, and then I can left on to una self Rob Mott, and then we can go from
to me, what I want to say. What I want to say to that on this broadcast, I think we get for encourage we brother and sister them, or make them learn for take their husband, and just as you say, for go work in a park, go dinner. Sometimes go pay a hotel, you the woman make a sacrifice. Go pay a hotel, buy a bottle of wine, put on a surprise you, man. If I get any bitterness, even I don't make palava last week, you see, say the man not pleased with you. Just for let your relationship work. I mean, you get for do all anything and they get attractive, more attractive to you, man. And when I get more family time, when I get picking him, McDonald's not a poor restaurant. McDonald's not luxury. For going to McDonald's. So when I can take on a picking at McDonald's, see, I know people are not get that time they for take their family them dinner. They're so busy with work, football, and different things. You can forget time for your family when I communicate more.
If passing football.
No, not true.
Yes, I when I can go to a party.
Don't say that Sunday.
Yeah, when I forget time, when I forget make time for family time, when I talk. Let me tell you something. Then Jewish people from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even the lights for switch are on. The electronics, they need to grab for go switch on. They sit on a dining, food, eat and talk and discuss.
Yes.
But see, I know people then, or we see I and them, I know they see that it happen too much among we. Even when I go party set, you go see the man they all team up at the back, then wait for the front dip and dance.
Yes.
We not sabi rub that shoulder to shoulder. You woman forbid you paddy. If talk, I don't go date somebody when you're able to talk and laugh.
You see?
Yeah. You know, I'm not able to understand. We're not able to laugh. We're not able to make fun. Everything get for be serious.
And but when you look at if that one they work now only Saturday night off, right? Let's say when I don't go na party, then when I go party, you mountain up na back, they can keep comping. I understand say when you go na party, go like just say hi to your party them and walk you lady at the front, let her sit down, feel comfortable, ask her what he want drink, give her his best drink, make it a drinking drink. Then always acknowledge say you car with somebody. Not just in up no at the back there no more because a man style. Be a different husband, you know, or be a different spouse. Just go to the and ask them, you okay, babe? Okay, like because sometimes some of you know that one grade then I will get off. If we're not able to go sometime, they say Kadiatu don't get party, we go Kadiatu in party. That's the time I want to have with my guy. So if I want to get that one time there with my guy is just standing there with him friends there, I don't say not talk, but like just have me time. Not just neglect, say, okay, they go now, also don't drink, go down. You don't drunk. Waiting are you like what conversation? What are we having? You know what I mean? When I don't see
Nothing.
money, tell them
Nothing.
can touch.
IB
Nothing,
IB
absolutely.
wants contribution. IB wants contribution. IB.
I been the
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, basically, me they try for me they come in area to us because all also they talk so trust key. Because most of the time when trust back not into a relationship, it affect so many things. No matter what thing the woman do, the man always not they take and makes anything because you don't get one concept say no, maybe sometimes this woman they into another thing. The same to the man. So when trust not they affect so many things and then they lead again
IB.
to
But dynamic
When,
yeah
in marriage, you have to have a lot of forgiveness. You know,
yeah.
the trust now one, but forgiveness now two. You for able to
Forgive,
forgive, you can't.
Yes,
forgive
forgiveness.
and forget. You can forgive, but you need to forget. You will also forgive and forget because somehow
Yes.
I can
So
get
how would
issue.
you
You
run?
don't
How would you run your marriage with a past,
understand
something that you ate?
exactly.
But
So
what
Yeah.
How would you move on with that?
so I be
Well,
no
some
one
people are
talk am
innocent though.
go
Some people
far.
they keep something in their mind. And they forgive you. They say,
Yeah.
okay, I don't forgive,
no,
but it
no,
in
some
mind.
can
I be
forgive that moment,
when
but
you say that the thing then so way because I don't say okay for man them una like them feel say they can go out the box, sleep with somebody else if their wife know or whatever it is, you can come home and say, oh, I'm sorry. And then you feel say like all of a sudden it's supposed to go away, vanish, like it's already done, right? But
yeah,
then when the woman do the other thing, then it becomes a big problem because that's a no-go area, right? So sometimes too, when the man they can do that thing and it take a lot of time for some women for heal. I don't know. Well, for me personally, if my man ever do that, if I get for no, it takes a lot of time for me for go through. That's the fact. Say this is somebody that I love, and this person go share that part of intimacy with somebody else, right? So just think about it like that trust factor that day again. So any move no more that person they make you they feel say something that person don't go pandemic. I
exactly.
they try for say
Sure,
right.
sure.
So a lot of relationship them I know say we man them then why they feel say it's just not only salon person self Nigeria or Ghana no it's just normal for men to go outside of marriage. I don't know if now with grandpa then I then bring that thing there it is okay, but when a woman do you not rare girl you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do this kind of way, which I cannot get it. In a relationship, you get for built-in trust, you know. You might not for feel say, oh, if I dey talk with Mr. Cole right now, Mr. Cole will get for be somebody where I dey deal with. Me own line of business, I dey deal with a lot of men, right? And not for one day, me man don't ever feel say I'm doing anything because he trusts me. He know I will never do something like that. The same way goes to him, right? I know they ever think, say, oh, he's doing something. You understand? That trust is there. Like Mr. Cole talk about going to Freetown and all this stuff, right? That trust is there. So building trust, but sometimes some people just have trust issue. As much as you prove yourself to them, matter, they feel
Yeah.
say, oh, this person they can talk to this person. That means not then they. So it's all depends on the individual IB because sometimes you can prove yourself to your spouse, but some people their mindset is just on that way. Say she's
Yeah.
having an
Yeah.
affair, he's having an affair, and that's something that you can control. That individual has to deal with that on their own.
And if you are into relationship with no trust, then that's not relationship.
The trust
That's
can
a
get
time
relationship.
bomb.
Trust.
Yeah, a time bomb.
Trust can get
Wait was for a
relationship.
time bomb.
Yeah.
It explode
When
at
there's
any
no
time.
trust, there is a time bomb waiting.
Mr. Cole, one gets you, Mr. Cole.
I call they get a lot of difficulty.
Okay, so now the thing now is not trust. Like what
Thank
you
you.
say no more. Trust can get
Because I want
relationship.
touch small bit on time because it's very important. Because like we talk number for say one try to find some solution to these problems. Am I now they get me loud and
Yes,
clear?
yes, go ahead.
Definitely, yes.
Loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, so like when they talk about the time, you know, like when they talk about the time because of at the end of the day, we they try to find some solutions them, recommend to we the Sierra Leonean people around in the relationship. You know, time is one thing where before say, it ain't gonna make the relationship live long or make the relationship done. So, I mean, by time, like having time with your partner. You the man have to get time for your woman. Then you the woman back forget time for your man. Because we dey see some of we young friend them or some people there before say, when are the man if you see common house na money. And then they can stay. Maybe not sleep the face.
Yeah, I don't talk about
the time when you the woman,
I
the
said
people
it
don't sleep. So
From
you
work to
can't
work, to work,
stand man
sleep,
don't
work.
sleep. Then you the man, you can't check one. Then you might go to the dorm. You don't know what happened. Them things then they can damage the relationship. You understand?
Sure.
So like
100%,
we therefore
100%.
get trust.
That's one.
I mean, we therefore get sorry, not trust. We therefore get time for relationship. And like where the time is the time is also include when you take you woman go na Instagram and community like we go take woman go na party this and that. Like where the host be the talk so no more is very very important. And that narrative they will therefore change them. We demand them. Some of we demand that narrative they will therefore change them. When you go party with you man, no more. Then as soon as I go, you demand Gambien, then the woman go before, you don't know, you come out with the woman, go, you understand? Well, not only you party and go party, now you woman and go party, you woman go party.
Yeah.
Go party now, you go to
Sure.
DC. Then you know,
You don't know
honest with the woman at all. You don't go to make the woman go sit down for sofa, make the woman comfortable. We Sierra Leone man, then we get a habit say, and like what they talk about say. With the first solution, then for me could change some narrative them. This is one of the solution this way.
We need for change.
We therefore
So this
change
are
the
two,
narrative
number
that we
two.
demand. That can render with the relationship more. Because example there, like when you get go you woman at party, so yeah, so you man find everything, because everything that you see you party then at the month, they back anger at the month. You man just go inside. So tell the woman go inside.
They make like not
so
so
the
now
other man the inside. Then you demand.
Yeah, because I get 4 other woman inside it.
Yeah, they say
Yeah,
they make like not so now can like una dey make palava.
Well, yeah, this discussion, I be there for
no,
I be
So
gonna make a live on
there is
Facebook.
a
Okay.
This is if I don't make a live on Facebook, I be the
Yeah.
host star.
Okay,
This
we'll
yes.
continue
where
that.
Mr. Cole is
Continue
talking.
today. Well,
Let-
let other people encounter board.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Therefore,
no
we
problem.
can Facebook, so we go
I
dey
mean,
see
you want
comments
to end this
and
life
things.
like continue and
Because if you meet Gigi Stormy, woman back with the try
I
Yes,
be
it's fine.
take part.
Well,
for
no,
the
and
Yeah, yeah.
comments.
Okay,
Yeah,
I be go.
no, we done with
Yeah,
Mr. Cole.
Mr. Cole, when
No.
you done with the can go, I be let go live now your own broadcast.
Now your own
Well,
broadcast,
no,
yes.
Mr. Cole, just
Also,
say you
but
end
very
final. Well,
important.
no, all my say bye bye now.
Go
Then
continue
go
on
to IB.
Facebook Live.
I'm not
Go
me
Facebook
Odo party.
Yes, you
Odo party.
might
Live.
go
Odo
live.
Facebook
party.
Live.
Mr. Cole,
In any
Mr.
comment
Cole,
section, I don't work
just
for
when you
you.
talk number now, then all man say bye bye. Mr.
Bye,
Francis, Mata, my
Hi, guys.
Go
Bye-bye.
continue
on Facebook.
Yeah.
But you see
See you
why
live
people do
on
an aya?
Facebook.
If na Facebook for be do and so matter, all man get bobo chigbo, all man they come, nobody know they able talk.
I know,
No, we'll
right?
tell them.
Now
We
they
get
go,
time.
I do
We
the
get time
history.
frame.
How we gonna
We got time frame to give people them. Minutes. We get minutes to give people them. 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes, 10 minutes. Give other people
Mr.
them
Cole,
time.
we're saying
10 minutes is
final
too
bye.
much.
So
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes, yeah.
Well,
Mr.
let's
Cole,
say final bye to
This is
family.
sweet me. This discussion is sweet me.
It don't sweet you. It don't sweet you. Matter.
Yeah,
Matter. Okay, well, Mr. Cole. Well. Now let's just say final bye. Okay. Well, we're about to end this broadcast.
Yeah.
PROIB blog. So we're gonna have our viewers to say their final bye, and we will see you next week with Table Talk. So, Mr. Cole, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so.
Martha, say your final bye so we can meet IB.
Mr. Cole got network crisis.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
Martha,
the program
so
to end now.
please join us
Bye-bye.
on
We
PRO.
wish you all the best, and we wish you a successful marriage.
Amen. Martha, okay.
Yeah.
Francis, go ahead and
Yes,
say bye.
ladies and gentlemen, wish you a good luck. And when I
add me
can't
on
support the
Facebook,
page,
yeah.
and
I'm
when I
Sean
make sure
Paul.
to follow and get an idea
All right.
towards
Definitely
this.
we'll do that.
Yeah. So
Okay,
bye.
well,
We'll join our IB. Yeah.
I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being part of this broadcast. And I want to thank PROIB Blog, Bantu Blog, and Rita Felehara. And I want to thank my amazing guests today for being here with us and broadcasting, Mr. Sean Cole and Martha K from UK and Mr. Francis that is joining us from the US. And for all of you, my amazing and wonderful and beautiful guests, if you're celebrating your birthday, I want to say happy birthday, marriage anniversary, or whatever you are celebrating with. I want to say thank you and happy Sunday. And for my back end people, Alex Steele, thank you. And Mr. Christian Hara and Mamadou, I want to say thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Till we see again, happy Sunday. And thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
Thank you, PRO.
You're welcome.
Okay.